Hi. Sorry about that. The camera cut off. Apparently, I'm running low on storage. So, where I was at is that hell is the manifestation of the deepest fear that you hold within your soul. Okay? So, if you fear people viewing you as incompetent or without value or merit, then having people reflect that very fear to you is a manifestation of your own personal hell, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not going to say that the fear is part of your soul, because it's not, all right? It's an illusion that it's part of your soul. It's something that has not been healed yet within your soul. That is exactly what a shattered identity is. It's an identity that has been shattered into pieces for one reason or the other, okay? Either something traumatic happened that they didn't want to have happened to them, so they block off that part of their identity. They separate themselves, or disassociate, as it's called now, from that identity that went through that trauma, so that they can go on and carry out a normal life without the hindrance of the memory of the trauma even, okay? So I've been through a numerous amount of traumatic things in my life. So I was very shattered, all right? But there's hope, guys. They always say that those kinds of disorders are trauma. The ones that are trauma related are the hardest to cure. And I don't want to use that word. I don't really think something that leaves a mark like that can necessarily be cured, but it can most definitely be healed. Just as a deep wound leaves a scar, right? The scar remains, but the wound is healed. So, let's say healed instead of cured, guys, because like they said, oh, these things have no cure, okay? You read that with a lot of different mental health issues. Maybe it's not the truth. Maybe it's because they haven't found the cure yet. The cure lies within each and every one of us, right? All of us who have decided to ascend our own personal hells and make our place in heaven, right? Where we already exist as stars. But, we come here to forget so that we can really learn about ourselves at a very deep root level, and the only way to do that is to ascend to our former selves that were trapped in hell, right? I can't remember who said it, but hell is a mindset, all right? It's a set of beliefs that tortures us because it causes extreme cognitive dissonance to the point where we either have to let go of the belief and change, or we go crazy. We lose part of our soul. One of the reasons why I don't always like to have like a perfect setting or backdrop for my readings is because I noticed on YouTube the theft of content is very high, especially when it comes to these readings. So I purposefully don't like to make my readings look like readings that you would want to steal, because I don't want my content associated with anybody that might distort my message. All right? I'm a pure channel. I don't have a filter. It took me many years of research and self-care and self-counseling and self-healing and astrology, studying the study of my soul, okay, to heal myself back into wholeness, all right? Took a lot of work. I had to dedicate years of my life to it, because if I didn't, I would lose my soul. And I can't do that, or I'd lose my sanity, which is the same thing. 555, guys. Those people who are insane or carry the spirit of insanity have lost their soul. And I mean, like, literal insanity. You know, I know it's a legal term, but when you think of insanity, it's something that people claim in order to get away with murder, you know? So there truly is a dark, destructive force. It's part of the cosmic balance, all right? So instead of condemning people, which is the same as judging them, okay? It's probably better to be aware, be mindful, be compassionate, but keep your distance. Don't let them get into a position of power over you. All right? Because you'd be so surprised how easy it is for one of them to make you lose your soul or condemn you to hell, right? Because that's kind of what they do. They're agents of chaos, just like I was talking about in my last reading. I guess I alluded to it, but you know, the way that the devil, okay, the biblical devil, wants to demonstrate superiority over God is by claiming of many souls, right? Because the devil believes that the more souls he claims, the less valid he makes God. All right? And who is God, right? We are all. We are all. We are one, okay? I am we. That was the title of my... That was actually the subtitle of my first book that I wrote, which I have not published yet. The first book was D.I.D. Stutter. Okay? And then the subtitle was I Am We. Alright? And it's basically about the journey of me discovering that I had this condition after a re-traumatization event, okay? It happened to be the straw or the catalyst for my spiritual awakening. I'm not sure if I feel any more cards, guys. I'm really not. I mean, I can keep shuffling and talking. That's fine. If anything pops up, it'll pop up. But yeah, Four of Pentacles is being grounded and secure in your identity, Pisces. Let me take this. I guess that's why another card wasn't popping up, huh? Because I had already not read that one. I think in the last reading, I noticed that I forgot to read the meaning of Eight of Wands, but the picture, because sometimes when I'm in channeling mode, I will only tell the relevant message, right? I'm not going to read each card individually. I may read some of them together as they tell a certain story, or some I may or may not deem as self-explanatory. And the Eight of Wands card is literally a staircase of wands in that last deck that I used. And it seemed pretty self-explanatory what it was signifying, because, wands are fire, and we all often associate fire with hell, okay? The fires of hell are where we purify our soul. Literally, it's like our trial by fire for our soul, because we have to really overcome and heal that deep soul wound, that fear, okay? And there's no shame at any level of consciousness, all right? Whether you know that you are broken or not, okay? Or that you're whole or not, or that you have cancer or not, or you're no longer a doctor or not, whichever tower moment this could be, all right? It's because of this identity. Knowing this identity negates all of your previous realities, period, Pisces. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, all right? And the only way that you could condemn your soul to hell is by denying the truth of it, right? So stand in your truth. Stand in your authenticity. You know what that is now, is what I'm seeing in these cards. Yep. It's time to shine our light. It's time to shine our light. Okay, 10 of Wands. Amazing. And that has been literally the message at the end of every Pisces reading, is just keep shining your light. And I'm going to keep saying it because even I, as a Pisces, know that I need to be reminded. I need to remind myself, and there's no shame in needing to remind yourself in a reality that seeks to make you forget yourself, okay? So keep shining your light. All right, Pisces, happy birthday. I just saw 333, prayers answered. As always, I'm wishing you all the very best. I am just amazed at, just floored by every Pisces reading, honestly. And that collective reading, because Pisces is the collective, right? Anybody can watch this and it would hold relevant information for them. Anybody could. That's why Pisces is such a universal sign, because we live all walks of life. All right? We walk all paths. Almost simultaneously, it seems. Okay? Now, that's the nature of time, isn't it? I mean, it looks like it's progressing in a linear fashion, but what's really occurring is everything at once. I don't know why I'm shuffling again. There might be another card trying to come out, because I just subconsciously started shuffling. 444, guys. victory, guys. I know this is Knight of Wands, but victory over oppression is what I'm seeing in this card, right? Victory over oppression, Pisces. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, well, I already said goodbye once. I love your guys' faces. I hope this year turns out to be your best year yet. Happy birthday. I'll be celebrating mine on the 1st of March. I'll be 38 years old. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it. Alright. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you later. Bye.